What up? It's Diego, and welcome back to Diego Gaming. Today we have a special episode. Some people are messaging me of what consoles I have, so I'm gonna show them all off. Here in a sec. Let me turn down the volume real quick. It's that old school. What y'all know about that? Ooh. But yeah, let's get it started. It might be a long video, I don't know. But first, we'll start off with the OG, the Nintendo. Of course, I've had this when I was, back in the day, 6. But I didn't have this, I had the original one. I can't remember what I did with it though. Oh man, I think it got left behind when I moved back in the day. But I ended up buying the mini. This right here, I was painting the house and it got paint on it, but I'm not gonna get rid of this. I bought it the first time, then I sold it. I don't know why I sold it, and then it was hard to find. And luckily, I got this for a retail price with the box and everything. I have the box. I keep the boxes every time I buy a system. I keep the box. I like to collect the stuff in case it be worth, someday it be worth a lot. With the box is worth a lot. So I like keeping the box now. When I buy stuff, I keep the box. So, but yeah, I got this mini. It has a couple games. I modded it. I put my favorite games on there. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I wish they would come out with the N64 mini. Oh my god, that would be so good. I don't know why they can. They'll make money. Nintendo, come on, get with it. Come out with a Nintendo 64 mini. And oh my god. But I got the Super NES, of course. That was my second console, back in the day. And I don't even know what I did with all my original consoles, when I was little. I guess they got left behind, or I sold it, I don't know. But I got this, of course, the Super NES. I did a video on it and stuff like that. And then my third one, let's go, and we'll go year by year. I didn't get them this in order, but I'm just going to order when they came out. Actually, the next one I got when I was little was, of course, the N64. You can see it, got my N64. But my original one was the green one. With the green see-through one, I had that one. Now I do remember what I did with that one. This was around the PS2 era. Metal Gear Solid 3 barely came out, and I was still in school. I had no money, so I traded in my Nintendo 64, and I think I traded with some games, and I got around, I forgot, maybe $80. But the Metal Gear Solid, the new games are like $60 or whatever. I can't believe I did this. I traded in that system for just one game, and now I regret it for the rest of my life. Because the N64s are still expensive. I think I got this for like $80 or $100 at Game Exchange. But I wanted the green one. But see, the clear ones are worth more now. And oh my god, I was trying to get my original one, but I said, I'll just get this one. But yeah, I got Star Fox in there. I got a couple N64 games. I'll do a video of all the games I got, physical. But yeah, this is my system. And the next one, I bought this. This is the PlayStation 1 with the screen. This one right here. This was actually I think it was a limited edition one. But I got this from eBay for a really good price. I think I only got it for $100, which is a good deal. Because I remember I had a PlayStation. It was the mini PlayStation. It was this. I had this. I remember I got it for Christmas. But the PS2 was already out, so my parents couldn't afford to buy me a PS2. So they ended up getting me a PS1, which I was really grateful, because at the time I had the N64, and then moving on for a PlayStation, which is totally different, was disc. So it was pretty cool. I remember I had the Resident Evil demos. Nemesis was my first game I played on the PlayStation 1. And oh my god, I was just like, whoa, it was totally different. Because I played Resident Evil 2 on the N64, but it was way different on the PlayStation 1. But I had the mini one. I never got the big one, the original one. I always had this. I remember, I think it came with a demo disc. My dad got it for Christmas for me, and it came with a demo disc and stuff. And but my cousin, I remember I used to go to his house. He had this one, and I was so jealous of him. I'm like, man, how come you got a better PlayStation than me? It has a screen. I want that screen. And I was so, every time I would go to his house, I would get so jealous because he had this PlayStation. And ever since then, I was like, man, I wish I would have had that PlayStation. And years later, I wanted one, and guess what? I got one. I finally got one. But I barely played this, you know. Like, it's pretty cool. Back in the day, though, this was futuristic. Like, I never seen anything with this. It looked so crispy, and it sounded so good, so crispy, you know. And yeah, I ended up getting it, and I still have it. You know, it's pretty cool. Like it was ahead of its time, you know, for this PlayStation. Like you just take it on the go. You know, it's pretty much, this was the first PSP, the PlayStation Portable. You know, you can take it on the go pretty much. You know, you have a connection, you can play it anywhere. But yeah, this is a good PlayStation, and I had so many memories with the PlayStation. I didn't really had the PlayStation 1 for a very long time when I was little. And of course, the next one I've got after that was the PS2. Got the PS2 here. This is my favorite console, guys. This is, man, I had so much memories with this console. Like, this is my childhood right here. Like, man, this is the best console. There will never be another console like this one with all the games, every single game. Every single game. Every single game was so freaking good for this console. I remember I had the PS1 and N64. I couldn't afford a PS2. I think I was 15 or 16 years old. I remember it clearly though. I ended up my dad got me a job at his gas station for a week so I can buy a PS2. And I remember, I came in there and I was begging for a job, you know, because I wanted the PS2 so bad. Oh my God. Everybody had the PS2, man. On my school, everybody was borrowing games, and I'm over here still on the PS1 era, you know, because I always came late. You know, I never got a console when I was little, like when it launched. I always came like 2 years after or a year after. But on the PS2, I remember it was out for like, I want to say maybe half a year. Maybe a year. Because I remember when it came out, you couldn't get these things. They were sold out everywhere. It was just like the what's it called? It was just like the PS5 when it launched. Like it was sold out. You couldn't get it. You had to wait like a year. I remember. So it was about a year. You know, they started restocking. Oh wait a minute, they fixed my logo. So I have it standing up. I don't like it being flat. But yeah, I ended up getting a job and for a week, you know, and I managed to get, I forgot how much this was. I want to say maybe, I can't remember how much the PS2, I think it was $300. But I managed to get like almost half of the money, and my dad put the rest for me to get a PS2. Oh my God, I was so happy. I can't remember where I think I got it from Walmart, you know, But the game that I wanted to play so freaking bad was GTA 3. GTA 3 and Metal Gear Solid 2. Because I had played Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1, and I was just so amazed. It was like one of my favorite games I ever played in my life. So I wanted so bad to play the Metal Gear Solid 2. I remember I used to see the commercials. And you know, back then it's 3D graphics. Like, damn, that thing looks so real. I want to play it so bad. And I ended up getting it. And I remember being in school, and I had this friend who had all the games. He was a big gamer, so he would let me borrow it, you know, because at the time you had to rent them or you had to buy them. So sometimes I did rent them and kept them. I never took them back. You know, I kept the games that I want or I couldn't afford, and I kept them, or my friend would let me borrow it. And yeah, and that's what happened. I remember back in the day, that's right. Well, we bring the games to school and we traded it, and he let me borrow it. It was a good friend, man. His name was Troy Wyatt, man. So if you seeing this, Trey, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me borrow all those PS2 games. I wish I could meet you again and thank you, you know, because he was the one that let me. He had all the games. He had GTA 3. I couldn't afford it at the time. He had a Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 2. A bunch of good games. This is my childhood right here, though. Like, I had to buy this. I had to get this. You know, I had to get this. And but This is my favorite console of all time. And actually, this is the one I take care of the most. I always clean it. I try to clean it every day. But yeah, this is my favorite console of all time. And this is the one that I actually got, like, that stayed with me the longest, because I only had it. I had it for a while when I was little. I had it for a while, and I played most of all the games, like Max Payne, all the big hit games, you know, like Max Payne, Final Fantasy, GTA Vice City. Oh my God, so many good memories with this. So, you know, on Friday nights, me staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning and just play this. Man, this is the best console. This is my favorite. I take care of this. I would never let go of this, you know. So moving on to that one, I bought an Xbox, you know. Oh my God, this thing is so heavy. You can work out with this. And this thing is heavy. But yeah, I ended up buying the Xbox. I don't know how the hell I bought an Xbox, but I was like a junior or a senior. But I bought one. I don't know how, but I bought one. I can't remember where, but I remember I had an Xbox, you know, and you know, it had better graphics than the PS2. You know, it was more faster, and you can burn. I think you can burn disc. Yeah, you can burn disc, I think, on this one. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but yeah, I got the Xbox. I don't even know why I got that. I just wanted an Xbox and try it out, you know. So I got the Xbox, and I didn't really have this for too long. Like, I really actually got bored. I was more of a PlayStation guy, but I wanted to try an Xbox. But back then, the games were pretty cool. The graphics looked tight, you know. I think I got this only for the wrestling games, because they had different wrestling games that I wanted to try. So it actually looked way better than the PS2, the graphics. So I ended up buying this, and it was pretty fun. It was okay. I like the feature. I think you can play CD, or you can play your music while you're playing the game. Yeah. I remember I used to play San Andreas, and I used to play my songs. I had all my songs in here. Oh yeah. You can import your CD into your hard drive, and you don't have to use your CD and that. Yeah, I remember, because I played GTA, and I was like on my playlist, just driving around having fun, and it looked really good on the Xbox. But it was so heavy. I still have this, but I mean, this is not the original one. You know, of course, I don't know what I did with. I sold my original one and bought a new one or whatever. But this is actually the mod one. I don't know if I remember. You have to go to my videos. I have a video of this. This is a mod one. It has all the Super Nintendo games, all the Nintendo games, Sega Dreamcast, blah blah blah. It has a whole bunch of games, but it went out last year. I don't know what happened to it. I think my power supply went out on it, but I have another one that I'm gonna put the hard drive into that one, see if it works, and yeah, I'll keep y'all updated, because it's been out for about a year. You know, it won't turn on or anything. And this is the one I bought modded, you know, so. But moving on, after that, what the heck did I get? Oh, after that, I forgot to unplug it though. My bad, guys. After that, I got the 360, the Xbox 360. The graphics were insane. Fight Night Round 3, oh my God. It was out of there. Xbox 360, I think it's going to be my second favorite console, because I had good memories with that one too, but I forgot to unplug it, guys. I'm sorry. They came out with the white one. You know, I think it was like $300 or $400, but the graphics were insane back then. I remember I bought a TV. I was working at a pizza place as a dishwasher. I saved up to buy a TV, a bigger TV, and the Xbox 360. I remember I bought the TV and the Xbox 360 at the same time. Man, I was so happy, because my friend had it. So I would go to his house and play it, and I was like, damn, this is tight, you know. At the time, I had the Xbox, the original Xbox. But I had good memories with that one too. The Xbox, we played, that's my first time I played Call of Duty Online. You know, we would stay up till like 3, 4 in the morning, play that thing. And man, it was good memories with the Xbox 360 too. Really good memories. That's my favorite second console. But after that, I remember the PS3 came out late. God, this thing is heavy too. I got the PS3. Oh man, why is it like this? The PS3 Fat. This one. And I got the one that played PS1 and PS2 games. This one doesn't though. I freaking broke it. I had it, but it broke. I don't know what happened to it. I think the disk drive broke, and I don't know. I think I threw it away. I threw it away like a dummy, dude. But this was a different one. This is a different one. But this, after the Xbox 360, I ended up getting this when they came out. Actually, when it launched, because this one didn't do good on sales. This was not it. But the only reason I got this one because of Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 4, you know, Guns of the Patriots. That's the only reason I got a PS3. And it came out around launch day, and that's the only reason I got a PS3 because of that game. And it was worth it. I think it was like $600-700 bucks. I bought it from Walmart. I went over there, cash money, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Give me that PS3. Boom, give me that Metal Gear Solid. Boom, cash money, baby. And yeah, I ended up getting the PS3, and I was happy. Metal Gear Solid 3, I had some good times. I didn't really play a lot of games in here though with the PS3. I played a couple of them, but most of them were I already played on the Xbox 360, you know. So I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't really play this much a lot, you know. But yeah, this one, oh no, this one's not the one that's modded. But moving on, guys. And this is another PS3. This is my modded PS3. But I don't like this design, you know. I like the fat one, you know. I want to get the ones I had when I was young or whatever. But this is my mod PS3 too. It's still worth trying and everything. It got a couple games and stuff, emulating games. But moving on, guys. Of course, the Xbox One. God, this heavy too. I got the Xbox One. Man, I remember I bought like 3 or 5 of these. I don't know why. Like I bought one and I sold it, and I bought another one, you know, and I sold it. And look at me now, it's back on it. But the Xbox, this one right here, I bought it. But actually, I skipped. My bad. I do have a PS4, but the PS4 is connected with a bunch of wires and a bunch of TV in my room. I didn't want to make a mess, so I got the PS4 too. I got that one first, then the Xbox One. But the PS4, I enjoyed it. Then I'm to the Xbox One. I had this around the same time. You know, I had both. I always like to have both consoles, Xbox and PS4. You know, and but the PS4 I also had probably my third favorite console of all time. It's on my list, the third one. I had some good times too. I played a bunch of games, you know. Then I moved on to the Pro. Basically, I had all the consoles, guys, except for Dreamcast. I was never a fan of Sega. I didn't have the Dreamcast, none of the Sega Genesis or nothing like that. I never even played them when I was little. I was never a fan of Sonic. You know, I was more of Nintendo and Mario. But yeah, and of course, after all that, I bought a Switch, a Nintendo Switch, you know, for the Pokemon games and stuff like that. I still have it. This is actually my original Nintendo Switch. I had this for a very long time, like 5 years maybe, but when it came out. But now they have the light and stuff. But yeah, I have this, and of course I have the, you know, this was actually pretty cool, you know, but I don't even mess with it no more, you know. I don't know. I just moved on, you know. And but I got it for the Pokemon games, you know. And, you know, they were tight, the Pokemon games, and that's the only reason I got it for the Pokemon games, like Pokemon, that fighting Tekken, Pokemon Tekken or something like that. Man, that game could have been so better if they added all the Pokemon. Man, I don't understand why they didn't add all the Pokemon. They only had like maybe 10 or 20, not even 20 Pokemon. But Pokemon Tekken, man, I don't know why they didn't put more Pokemon. That would have been a fun game, you know. Like right now, I have Pokemon Stadium here, but yeah. And of course, guys, I've got a PS5, Xbox One X, you know, and that's about it. You know, I pretty much have all the consoles that I wanted or have had. Most of these consoles, though, I don't even play them. Like, they're just there. I have them like there, you know, just my childhood, you know. I just like to look at them, you know. Every now and then I'll play them, but I got so much games, you know, and they're just there, you know, sitting there looking pretty. That's that's it, you know. But yeah, that's all the consoles I had. I mostly had them all, you know. I mostly had them all. I played some really good games that I'm gonna keep. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. The PS5, you know, of course, I enjoy that console too. It's probably my fourth favorite. It's on my top 4. It's my fourth. I played a lot of good games. PS4 too. You know, it's mostly all PlayStation. And they're coming out with a PS5 Pro this year, which I'm planning on getting. You know, of course, you know, because I went from a PlayStation to a PlayStation Pro, and of course I'm gonna get it. You know. And yeah, I had an Xbox Series S as well. I got like 3 Xboxes, but now I have a gaming PC too. So I always wanted to have a gaming PC, but I don't know. I didn't really play a lot of games on PC. I guess I'm just used to console. I'm just a console guy, you know. I'm just a console guy. I don't know. It's just kind of hard for me to look at a small monitor, you know. Like I'm used to having a big like 65-inch TV in front of me, and moving from that to a small monitor, I don't know. It looks better. Don't get me wrong. The frame rates, it looks a lot better. But I'm just so used to with a controller, you know, in a big monitor or a big TV instead of a small monitor and the keyboard. I don't think I can ever get used to it, you know. But you can do a whole lot more with a PC. Like I have a whole bunch of, you know, like right now, this on the PC. You know, the N64. This on the PC. I can get any game I want on the Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, PS1, Dreamcast, you name it. You can do a whole lot more with a PC, and of course I'm using the controller and stuff. But yeah, you know, I had a good gaming life, you can say, you know, and I'm grateful for that. You know, so I'll be showing off my games on the next video. All the games that I have physical. I try to collect all the games that I had too, you know, when I was young or whatever. And I mostly did. I didn't really have that much games because, you know, back in the day I didn't have that much money. My parents didn't have that much money, so they did what they could, you know. I managed to have them. Like I remember when Midnight Club 2 came out. I can't remember how I got it, but I think I rented it. I rented it and I kept it. Midnight Club 2. That's one of my favorite games too. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for now. That's all my consoles. I wanted to show y'all what all the systems I have, and that's pretty much it. You know, other than that, I have a PlayStation Portable, a PSP. I wasn't really a fan of handheld games, you know. But when the PSP came out, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.